men shave. Real men shave their faces. Real men shave their faces.
Good morning, Stevie Day Shaver. This morning from West Coast Shaving, I have the new, well, I say new, they've got a new black range. Now, I want to show you, the fit and finish under here is only tolerable, but the area you might notice it is, oops, there. That's Zelmac, the process that's splashed, and they just coat it up and hope the coat of paint means you don't worry about the fact that these are probably seconds that are being painted. Just saying. The handles, however, quite happy with their stainless steel one. I have their black ones, and I couldn't see any problems with the black ones. It's just the caps. The caps are cheap and nasty and definitely need improving. In fact, if I could be bothered, I'd probably write to them and complain and request another one. Let's grab a blade and have a shave with it, because I imagine the shave should be pretty good. It's using there's two sorts of designs for caps. There's the Merkur and the Mueller. There's also, the really good ones are also bowed in towards the center. Now, this one's down pretty tight. There's actually a bit of blade gap there, and it's uneven. Shit, it's significantly uneven. I'm having a look at this side, and it's further down up here further down, so it's not clamped on evenly. Look at it, it's wobbling. Holy shit. I think this cap is a piece of shit. I don't think I'll shave with that. Just trying to work out why it's having a spastic attack. Even screwed down really tight. Now partly it's this coating that's on it. The coating that's on it, it tends to be a bit squishy. I don't know how to explain that, but okay, I've pushed it down hard, still uneven. Still uneven blade gap. Okay, not going to shave with that. I'm not putting something with an uneven blade gap in my face. So chuck that one. I'll contact them for a refund. I'll go try their open comb version. See if I can have any more love. Now look, it's going to be pretty bad for me to go, I'm not going to shave with it. There's something definitely wrong with that one. This one, not so bad. I'll show you. I can tell from putting it together, this one is, make sure that's nice and tight. That looks pretty even to me on both sides. Mildish. I think what it is that bit of Zelmac sitting underneath the cap here is stopping it from making proper even contact. So, right, okay, so I got one cap that's half decent. Primavera. That's good. And let's talk about the poor man's game changer. Maggard just sent it out in this box. It's nothing fancy, bin worthy. But, and here's the problem, whenever I get a really good cardboard box, I want to keep it, even though I'm never going to use the cardboard box again. Apple started this trend when they started shipping their things in high quality cardboard. You find it really hard to throw it out, even though you're never going to use it again. The Game Changer, I actually quite like it. It is a different fibre than what I'm used to. Certainly designed to look a bit more like a black badger. Black badgers are hit and miss as to whether they're a good one or not. In a batch, you'll have certain black badgers in a batch. You know, they could have come off just the separate parts of some poor badger. The good thing about synthetics, they're consistent quality. This is well worth, I think it was $12 US. So all you need to do is wet it for 1 second, out and load. And the good thing about synthetics, no argument about how long it's going to take to load. I can't believe that one of my caps already needs me to whinge about it. Hate whinging. I do. I hate having to go to extra aggravation that should be unnecessary. Quality control at West Coast Shaving should have caught this before they sent it out. And a bit more water. 3 steps, froth, broth and leather. The stage at which you decide your lather is complete is completely up to you. But from my experience, once it's peaky, it's ready to go on. And you can just finish the last of it and work it into your beard. Because it's been 3 days since my last shave. It's been 3 days since my last confession. I need to drop more water. There we go. Remember, you can always add more water. It's taking water out of a shave that's bloody hard. Just can't believe that one's screwy. I'll contact West Coast Shaving about that. Oh, I like that. This one is doing its job. I would say that this is a kind of knockoff of the Parker head made in China. So the 26C, now these are all knockoffs themselves of the original Gillette, of which there's the long comb, short comb and a couple of in-betweens that exist. So assuming they got all the things right, it should be a fine shaver. Having said that, it's not identical. It is not a complete knockoff. But what they do in China is the process they use for getting the cap design is they go and get one. They put it in a mould, sand, fill in the thing, make a cast, a reverse cast, and use that for processing. And later on, they'll engineer a better version as they start to sell them. So that's why they very quickly start improving, because people, once they sell a few, they make the money to do a better version. Once they sell a few more, they can do a third version. And, you know, in other places, this might take 100 years. In China, this can be in the process of 1 year. You could have 3 revisions of the same product completely off the assembly line. That's why all the people that get stuff made in China get a better version the second and third time, because the company's made money. They figure you're going to buy it, so they improve it. Things that are downside for the rest of the world, highly subsidised. I'll give you an example. I was looking at fountain pens. You can buy for $1, $1 US. You can buy a pen shipped all the way from China, a fountain pen. Now, that's not a lot to a fountain pen, to be honest. But $1, shipping alone would have to account for, you know, there's no way you could ship it in Australia anywhere. I could have it posted to my next door neighbour, and shipping would be $15. And yet they're shipping a product all the way from China. What about materials, workmanship? Yeah, I get quantity of scale, but the fact is the Chinese industries work on massive subsidies. It's the reason why everybody's buying from China. In order to keep all those factories open and all those employees employed, they give them discounts on freight, they give them discounts on material, discounts on electricity. They're making these things literally below cost. Someone complained, I think it was Cody. I read your complaint, Cody, about Italian Barber upping the base price to $25 for both the new satin coated Hawk and the black DLC whatever coated Hawk. And he was complaining about the $5 price rise. I'm thinking, well, I roughly know how much these things cost to make in China and to ship in bulk to America. You know, there would be maybe $5 to $10 profit. Maybe, you know, for an American retailer. Now, if he had brought them out at $60 and he dropped them down to $40 for Christmas, everyone would be saying, oh, what a bargain for Christmas. He puts up the price $5, and he always said on the website that he didn't think he could sustain that very low price. What happens is your first shipment from China, they give you a discount to get your business. Then if you like it and it sells, they expect to sell you more. That gives them the opportunity to build better equipment. Yeah, it's way more complicated than even I know about. Most of this comes from conversations with people that have done razors and had to choose a place to get them machined. Not my favourite open comb, and that's even taking into consideration it's got a pretty slick kind of coating. It's more of a matte than a sheen. If Magarts, get rid of that. If Magarts were to do a version 3 of the open comb in this, I would buy it in a heartbeat. Listening, Brad? Are we listening? That'd be my go-to razor. Quite like original caps. There is something to be said for the fit and finish. This one's okay. I do notice the black coating on it tends to, I don't know, always look like it's turning white or something. And I don't think the coating's very thick, and I don't think it's not a sheeny. It's a matte and just, I don't know, you're always wiping it to try to keep it that bit cleaner. Any dust on it looks horrible. Don't mind it in the handles, not much fussed on the caps. Certainly not fussed on this cap, which has got some serious problems. I'll show you. By the way, Primavera, worked a treat, no complaints. Another Razor Rock. These sometimes sell for as little as $2.50, $3, these soaps. So always keep an eye out on the sales page on Joseph's website. Hopefully in the new year he will announce he's done something to find a better way to ship overseas. Currently the process is too expensive for me to make any more orders. Just can't justify the postage. Quite like these sensitive ones, right, are probably the better ones. Between these and, let me grab a, I like a Misi. That's the poor man's Jolly Roger. The poor man's Jolly Roger from Black Ship or whatever they're calling it now. Very similar scent. So something like El Americano. These are their next step up. But I reckon the sensitive ingredients in the Blue Label ones are a fraction better. I've got to remember when I put them back to reorder them. So I put the last one used to the bottom. It's my accounting system to make sure I use another one from off the top. Plenty of leftover leather, just heaps of it. Now in a separate video I'm going to do a discussion of the various knots, comparing them. I kind of pulled them out in my last video and sort of said, you know, these are what I got, these are how they compare. I like black badges. It's very hard to get a good one, I'll be honest. The synthetic black badger, known as the Game Changer knot from Magard, and there'll be lots of other ones on eBay. This is being produced in China, so just expect this to appear everywhere very quickly. All that happened was a few lucky people got hold of the first batches off the assembly line and they gave it a name. That's it. Good luck to them. And some of them make awesome brush handles. You should look at them, and you know, you're paying for the brush and the time of the brush maker. And you've got to remember, that's got to be worth 25 odd bucks an hour. You're looking at 2-3 hours to finish a brush, you know. So if you're paying $75 for a brush, consider the knot free. The handle's what you're paying for. TB, is it aftershave and balm or balm and aftershave? Let's go balm first and help protect the skin. I'll use the tobacco. I'm just trying to remember. There's a logic. There's a logic, and he's quite insistent. Oh, geez, there's got a bit of sting in it. Oh, I was not expecting sting out of the tobacco balm. Beautiful tobacco scent though. I'll tell you what, I would hate this to fall from up there. It'd take out a shelf, a foot, and a tile. Beautiful. And just a little bit more. Just a. Very happy. That's got a little. I've got to be honest, I felt more fire this morning from the balm. I was not expecting that. Well, that's a good shave. Good weekend shave. I think you'll agree that I don't look any worse for it. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. And remember, good food, good friends, good shaves, and men. While it's nice to be important, it's far more important to be nice. Go forth. Whatever you got this morning for your weekend shave, enjoy it. Tell someone else. I'm Stevie Daily Shaver. Wishing you the best of shaves. Good shaves and goodbye.
Bearded man, you think that you're so cool, but your face looks like a small marsupial.